your checkbook's dull and boring? What I want to show you is how to keep your assets cool. I'm Dee Gruenig, and I can never leave a surface alone. I was writing checks one day when I thought I could decorate this. Now, what I'm going to do is show you how I did that. Find a blank checkbook cover, or if you can't, just cut one yourself out of a good strong piece of paper. Now, the tools. These are wonderful blending blocks that I designed for Marvi Yoshida. Blending blocks are gentle strips of color that go from light to dark. When you first get one, they have these little strips of plastic that are to be removed and never put in again. You'll go crazy. From now on, you keep these pads flat. I am going to take my first color, and you see dark to light. I will start with the light side and stamp it here. Now remember, I'm going vertically, so I don't want to keep going down like this. I would contaminate the colors. The next thing we'll do is rotate our pad and do our dark to dark and our light to light. Now, I want another color. This is shades of turquoise, but I finished with the light part of the blue. I go to my light portion of my turquoise pad. You see, I'm putting a lot of energy in this because I really want it to cover. I have a little room left, so turn it around. Let's take one side of our checkbook cover and press. Now put energy into this. This is a large stamp. You're burning calories. And lift straight up, and this is like cheating. It looks so good. Now, clean that stamp off. What I do to clean a stamp is to just take an old towel, cover it with water. It's clean. I usually wear denims and just dry it off. All right, let's turn this around. I will start with my shades of turquoise. You remember. Let's do the light side of the turquoise first. Go to shades of blue. Now, I enter on the scene shades of periwinkle, only my favorite. Now, periwinkle goes from blue to a light purple. I will do the light side with a light side here. And now, finish up with a tad of purple. I go to the dark part of the purple. Now let's stamp this. It is so easy. The combinations are endless. Just remember back, dark to dark, light to light. All right, now, I'm going to go to a favorite pen mine. This is a Marvi Yoshida Le Plume 2. 2 because it has two ends. One end is the brush tip. It has a fabulous brush, and I use this to color stamps and for detail work. Well, I could go on and on. Now, the other side is a fine point. You can write letters, or in my case, I'm going to rule a line around the outside. With a clear ruler, I am just going to go along. To me, this just finishes it. You know, a paper will talk to me and go, I need a line around me. You know, I mean, I just really listen as I go about doing a composition. Now, I have not mentioned the surface of stamping. To me, this is one of the most important things to get started. I am using a foam pad. This makes just a wonderful surface that meets the stamp. Never stamp a stamp on a hard table. I'm going to take a penguin that I have designed and a piece of basic sticker paper. Now I'm going to go to my Le Plume 2, but I'm going to go to the brush side. And one rule I always remember is to use my light color first, thus the beak and the flippers, with orange. Because it has such a good point, I am not getting any of my orange in the area of the black. Now I go to my black, my darker color, which could easily overtake the orange, but I am using the side of the Le Plume marker, thus protecting that point when I really need it. All right, now, when you've talked as much as I have doing this, what you need to do is hold this up to your mouth. Do not lick it. Just huff and puff on it with warm, moist air, and that activates the ink if it looks like it's drying out. Perfect, every time. Quickly, I am doing a whole colony of penguins right here. They're all in different positions, and my next step is to cut them out. But before I cut them out, I need something for them to stand on. So I go to my iceberg stamp. Now, here's where I'm going to show you how to blend. I take number 10 blue marker. Now I am going to blend that to green, and then go to a dark blue, number 3. People tell me to get a life. I go out in nature and go, oh, look at the sky, it's number 10 blue. The grass is number 4 green. And then finish up with a light purple, number 108. Now again, same thing, huff and puff on it and stamp. Now, we'll need to do 2, but look at the variation in that. So I will just cut off this strip right here and connect it with this, and you see how we have a longer one. I peel off the back and then put it in its place. I want to get it down far enough because I have a whole stage then for my penguins. I'm going to take the penguin first with the attitude and peel the backing off of him and put him right in the connection. You know, you're going to look at him rather than where I connected those two together. I'm going to put one right here on the iceberg. The next one, again, I'm going to put on the edge of an iceberg. He's going to be right over here. And then fill in, oh, one just doesn't care. He's leaving town for fish, probably. And he's going to go right here. And then another one looking outward. Oh, gosh, this is fun. Now, the other thing that I love to do, I've represented the South Pole, and I now want the North Pole. And so I'm going to take my Eskimos and put them on the back. Oh, you know, you have to have both sides. Now, our last step, it's going to seem strange, but I bend this completely inside out. Take my plastic cover and slip it in. See, you just have to adjust it, and it's done. Now, if penguins don't float your iceberg, I have got another project that you will love, especially if you have photos hanging around that you want to show the public. This is a perfect stage to put your photos on. Marvy has a stipple brush. I take the brush, I dab it on, dust it off, and I go to the edge and I start brushing. I might do this in several spots with the same color, but then I gotta change colors. You might think you need a million brushes for every color, but you don't. One can represent a whole family of colors, such as the green I'm gonna go to next. This is Shades of Caribbean. It is green to blue. Oh, what could be better? Now, I gently go up against that other color with the green. Now, if I flip to the blue, I go up and get the blue and go on the blue side and start filling in. So enter my finished piece. Now the stamp. The stamp is of a frame, and